Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm always blessed and opportuned to bring you a video again. I hope that you'll be blessed and hopefully you're learning something, a thing or two. I'm learning because in life we are all trying to learn something new, and sometimes things that other people say or we read about what other people have done. It doesn't hurt to listen about the same thing over and over, because this is with that helps us to try and meditate on what they are talking about. Because sometimes, especially when you are feeling down or things are not going according to plan, it's important sometimes to just hear someone else say something, and it just encourages you and picks you up to helps you to keep going. Because sometimes you come across situations that sometimes it could be debilitating, and you feel like you've lost hope. You don't know how to get out of the situation, and so listening to someone else sometimes it does help, because then you realize you're not alone, and every situation is not permanent. Time comes and goes, and situations pass, and so looking at it positively helps you to stay focused and know that tomorrow is a new day and things could be different. Anyway, for today, I want us to look at a topic that may not be maybe as obvious, but I'm sure that for those who are listening to me, you will learn a thing or two from what I would like to say. And the topic is the power of interpretation. The power of interpretation is how we interpret our world or our circumstances. In most cases, people will look at a situation and interpret it differently, sometimes depending on the mindset or the environment, how things have shaped them. And so they will look at a situation or whatever is happening to them and interpret it either positively or negatively. And so the question is, how are you interpreting your world or your circumstances? For example, in school, you are given maybe homework or an assignment, and if you interpret it that it's too much and you can't do it, and you just don't bother, then it means that you will not be able to submit anything, and that may cause you to fail. But if you realize that you will not be given something much more beyond what you can do, you will attempt, and I'm sure with that you'll be surprised what you could come out with. And so looking at something and interpreting it in a positive way, knowing that it's something you have to do in whatever you find yourself, whether it's in school or it's a situation, in real life situation, is always, as they say, look at a situation, for example, a glass as half full, not half empty. What it means is, if you look at a situation and feel there is an empty situation, as opposed to seeing the goodness in it. And sometimes, most of us, we will look at ourselves and feel like there's nothing good about us or we've not achieved anything. But I want to remind you that that's because you are focusing on you and not looking at the world. Because in this world, we are all faced with so many different things. Sometimes things may be similar, but circumstances may be different. But we are all faced with something or challenges that we have to surmount for us to achieve our goals. And so it's important to have a good interpretation of whatever that is, because then we are more set to look at it and know that we can surmount it, we can change our viewpoint and achieve good result at the end of it by doing our best in whatever we find ourselves, but not looking at it negatively and allowing the situation to overwhelm us, and obviously then we don't give it our best. But if we stay focused and interpret it positively, however hard it is, we will always find a way to tackle it. It may mean maybe strategizing differently, but it means that you are not giving up, you are staying on course. Because the key thing here is staying put, staying working at that what you're trying to do and not giving up. Because Sometimes situation will present themselves in a negative way or not with all that we need to know about it. And so we may be prematurely give up. And that's why today I want to encourage us that we should always try to keep doing our best in whatever we find ourselves and not interpreting it negatively, because sometimes we could just cut ourselves short. And so please be encouraged that it's not all lost in whatever we find ourselves, but we still have to keep doing our best in whatever the situation we find ourselves. And we may also ask God to help us, because by His grace, we're able to stand when we are confronted with different storms of life, with different challenges. And leaning on Him, He will give us the inner strength for us to keep pushing ahead. And tomorrow, who knows what God has for us. And so please, do not give up. Do not be discouraged. Do not look at things as if we are completely useless, but to know that within us there's something. Around us there's something. If you look at inward or in our world, you find that we've got something that someone else doesn't have. If around the world there's people who are worse than us, and so if we look at it in a positive way, we'll see the goodness in us and not dwell on the negative, because that just makes it difficult for us to keep pushing and staying positive. And so please be encouraged, and as we continue working to be better people of tomorrow, please stay encouraged, don't give up. And I know that if we continue working at that which we want to achieve for ourselves positively, then there's hope that we'll be able to achieve our goals and we'll be better people to those around us. Because when we are negative, sometimes that negativity kind of seeps out into those surrounding. And so let's be the best we can be, keep working at that what we want to achieve for ourselves, and tomorrow is a better day. Please share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I wish you all the best and God bless you. Bye.